Week, folks. It is Wednesday, October 29th, 6:31 here at the KBS Studios. 53 degrees outside. Gooney here, getting you up and on your way this morning. We got Heather in the house.
Hey, guys.
I just couldn't not jam out for a little bit there before the show.
I needed to get happy there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. It's almost Halloween. That's something to be happy about.
And Friday.
Yeah. That happens on the same day this year.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Doesn't happen like that in a while.
I wonder what's worse, Friday the 13th or Halloween the Friday the Halloween. There we go.
That's not even real.
It is for me.
I don't know. I probably would rather have Halloween on a Friday.
I'm not even really worried about Halloween that much, though.
Why?
I'm more excited about football on Friday. Like, Halloween messed up. Halloween marketed it all wrong this year, and they put Halloween on Friday.
Yeah, that's how that goes?
Yeah, why would you do that? Why would you do that, Halloween? Why would you do that with Friday football going on in West Texas? What's wrong with you? Just told they've got to get a new marketing department or something. They've got to.
Like Halloween has its own marketing department. Do you think?
They better.
How?
It's Halloween.
You don't really have to market Halloween. It kind of sells itself.
You think so? Or are they just that good?
Either way.
That's what you think. Huh? Yeah? Huh?
No.
Made the trip to Sweetwater last night. Called the game for the Lady Steers in their final district game. Unfortunately, got the loss. Came up a little short. They started out really, really great. Got two big wins right there in the first two sets. And Sweetwater just came from behind. Won 3 straight sets in a row and got the win. Talking a little bit with Chad after the game, kind of about, playoff, what's going to happen in the playoffs and this and that. We're not exactly sure what has gone on with Levelland yet. But assuming Levelland got the win last night, then that would put Big Spring in the 2nd seed in their district.
Okay.
Which means they'll be playing the 3rd seed from the district that they're going to be battling for the bi-district championship. And he said that's like a north district up north.
Probably over there somewhere by Dallas.
Oh, no, more like up by Amarillo.
Amarillo? Okay.
Yeah, and then he said from there they'll go west from the way that he sees it going. And there's not much out west. But he said that the district up in Lubbock, it's the district that includes Bushland, who has a very good volleyball team. Ranked, he said they're like 3rd, 4th in the state right there.
We got it.
So we'll be all right.
We got it.
Like Lady Steers they had a fantastic match last night. They did some really, really great things. Changed some things up later in the match. And Sweetwater, like I said, Sweetwater just got some momentum. And volleyball, that's everything. That momentum means so much in those matches.
Exactly.
But nonetheless, still in the playoffs. 8-2 total district record. Very, very great district season right there.
Still amazing.
I mean, they went, 4 matches before they even lost a set?
Yeah.
I mean, that was incredible right there.
Very proud of those girls.
The Coahoma Bulldogettes lost to Crane at home yesterday. They lost in 4 sets. And now that kind of shook things up with Crane getting that big win, because now Coahoma and Crane are tied because they have 1 win apiece against each other. And Colorado City in that district is kind of just rolled over. So they're going to have to battle it out to see who gets 2nd place. So they get to play again on Saturday.
It's a battle royale
against each other. So the Bulldogettes will be traveling to Greenwood on Saturday for a 2:00 match.
Nice.
Against Crane to determine 2nd place in District 5 3A. So exciting volleyball action going on. It was a long match last night. I know that. But it didn't seem like it went by so quick. Man, it was. Whew.
It normally does when you're enjoying something like that.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It's never fun losing, but I mean, it was fun to get out there and getting to watch the girls.
Yeah.
They have a lot of fun out there. And they do a great job. Great job.
Yeah.
NBA started last night.
Yep.
And started off fantastic. Wow. Already.
Who played? It was.
The Rockets demolished the Lakers last night. The Rockets. They don't have Yao Ming anymore. The Rockets.
Oh.
Demolished. Wow. 108-90. Yeah.
Wow.
It's 18-point deficit right there.
I really need to get cable.
And this one right here, which was just a shootout. from the beginning, just throughout the entire game. The Mavs and the Spurs played last night.
This is what I want to hear.
The Spurs are your NBA champions.
Yep.
They got the win, 101-100. 1 point victory over the Mavs.
That would have been an amazing game to watch. Just that back and forth. I couldn't imagine calling that game.
The Mavs are serious this year. The Mavs are serious. And they'll do that. They'll do that about every 4 or 5 years. They'll come back and kind of dominate.
Just wait till tonight when Boston plays the Nets.
Oh.
Just wait.
Yeah.
You'll see.
When the Nets win.
I know. It's okay.
You can't talk smack about your team and then be okay, I know they're going to lose. Just wait till my team loses tonight.
As long as Rondo can get it together, we'll be okay.
That's the scary part. We don't know if he will.
Exactly. He's pretty much doing what he wants right now.
Who's Rondo? I don't think anyone really pays attention to Boston Celtic basketball out here. You have to explain to everybody.
Rajon Rondo is a point guard for Boston.
Oh, okay.
He's really little, but he gets it done.
I just know we live in Texas. Most people around here, most people pay attention to San Antonio basketball.
I still pay attention to our Texas teams, as always, because I am a Texan, but my heart lies in Boston, man. I've always wanted to go live in Boston, always, since I was a little kid.
You should try it.
Because if I live in Boston...
It'd totally change your mind probably if you moved there. That's what I always thought. Like I always wanted to move to these places until I went and visited those places.
Well, I never went and visited Boston.
Like going through Ohio. I was like, no, I will never. Because I always wanted to move to Cincinnati. I thought it'd be cool to be able to live where your football team's at, go to games all the time. And no, that's not going to happen. I will not live anywhere in Ohio.
I'm not sure if I would live where my football team is. I'm kind of scared of hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at the rankings for football, of course, Big Spring has a big game this Friday against Abilene Wiley.
Yeah.
And just going through, looking at the rankings, of course, the rankings are different in every single poll that you're going to look at. But there's one poll in particular that kind of has me upset. And before I get into this, they're doing the voting for the player of the week there for Hunter Hill's up for Mr. Texas football, because this is where we're going to start off with the rankings. Hunter Hill at 43% of the votes, and Jaquan Hemphill, he's from Coleman. He had that 418 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns. He's at 44%. He's 1% more over Hunter Hill right there.
Oh, come on, guys.
But at that website, TexasFootball.com, they also have the Texas rankings, and this is Dave Campbell, and they are just thorough when it comes to Texas football. Looking at your 4A rankings, Big Spring's ranking in at 5th this week. That's up 2 spots from number 7 after that big 64-57 win over Stephenville. Stephenville, they were ranked 3rd and bumped down to number 7 after the loss. Abilene Wiley at number 9 on TexasFootball.com.
Oh, we got this.
And that's where they've stayed. That's where they've been at since last week.
We
they
got this.
Moved up or down. Now moving on to the Max Preps, which is a website that's very thorough with stats and all that. It's a very good website to follow, maxpreps.com. Looking at the Division 1 4A rankings, Abilene Wiley's actually ranking in at 3rd right there.
Huh.
Graham, a team that Big Spring's already beat, ranking in at 4th. Big Spring coming in at 6th. Stephenville dropping down to 9th.
Who does these rankings?
People who follow football.
Nah.
That's not partial at all, I guess. I don't know. This is one that kind of upsets me a little bit, and it's because I'm partial. I get to be a little bit. But it's the Texas AP poll. You can go to statesman.com, and they have the high school AP poll. And for 4A, they have Stephenville ranked at 11th, Big Spring at 12th.
That ain't going to work.
That's a good response there. No, it's not at all. I mean, really?
That's not true.
How are we ranked?
There's no way.
Below Stephenville? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but who knows?
That's all right. We'll just win district and we'll win everything.
I mean, rankings are cool and everything. They're cool to look at, especially when you're ranking up in the top 10, but it doesn't matter.
It's really not real life.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's going to determine a different level of caliber of play from, the elite teams who are going to be in the playoffs and the teams that are struggling a little bit. That's the only thing that, in my opinion, the rankings really do is distinguish, those two big groups.
Yeah.
The ones struggling and the ones doing well. Other than that, you get into that top 10, any team can beat any team.
Yep.
Everybody love everybody. That's what that reminded me of.
What does it say?
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Dine Out Days this week.
Yeah.
Dine Out Days, Dickey's Barbecue.
Yep. Dickey's Barbecue is located at 2602 South Greg Street. It's like right by Radio Shack and right by the Dollar. No, Anytime Fitness. Whose idea was it to put a Dickey's Barbecue next to a fitness center?
You're giving shout outs left and right.
No, I'm just trying to let people know where it is.
It's right there in the Coronado Shopping Center.
Yeah, where you were hiding that one day.
That's right.
I don't remember.
Yeah, get on down to Dickey's for Dine Out Days. Get you a big yellow cup while you're there and support the United Way and its 12 member agencies.
I have like 4 cups and I've never ate there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Did you steal them from up here? I had one disappear.
No.
I know me and Dale, because Dale and I, we went and did the remote whenever that place opened up, and we ended up with like 4 of them too.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of them back in the back. Those are cool cups though.
I like them.
But it's a really cool deal that you get to do. You're going to go out and eat anyway, so go on down. Just go to Dickey's at least once before this week is over, because you're part of the proceeds from the entire week go to the United Way.
You're going to spend it anyways. Why not spend it on something good?
Yeah, might as well.
I like it.
And we also had the Monster Run and Dance.
Monster Mash Dance and Dash. It's a 4-mile loop, 30-minute time limit. There's going to be multiple laps with 20-second thriller or monster mash between laps. You have to dance in your costume in between. And you got to. All of this is going to be starting on the east lawn of the Hotel Settles. I'm pretty sure it's on Halloween. Yeah, Friday, October 31st. Participants will assemble at 6:15 for a pre-race briefing. Race will begin promptly at 6:25 with final bell sounding 30 minutes later. Winners will be determined in 3 different categories: number of laps in total time, best costumes, and best dance moves. If you want to register for this, you can go to www.onestoprace.com or Permian Basin Events.
Yeah, go to PermianBasinEvents.com. That's a real simple website right there.
Yes.
And there's also a movie it's going to be shown.
Yes, right afterwards, on the east lawn of the Hotel Settles, the Big Spring Film Society will be hosting a movie.
Hocus Pocus is what they're showing.
Oh, you figured it out.
Kayla did. I just listened to her news a little bit.
Thanks, Kayla.
That was loud.
I know you heard that. I know.
Where was she at?
I don't know.
She hiding in the ceiling somewhere? I just hear her.
That's why we need to turn the. That's why we need to turn the light on in the lobby. People can sneak up on us.
Yeah, that needs to happen. Probably needs to happen. Hey, we're gonna take a real quick break. There's still a lot going on. A lot we need to catch you up on.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back with more Gooney in the morning. Right after this, listen to KBST AM and FM.
Some families just don't prepare for something they know they'll probably have to deal with one of these days. I'm talking about when you, your spouse, your parent, or grandparents have to deal with long-term care. 72% of Americans will need some sort of long-term care before they die. The long-term care policy from State Farm can help you pay for that care and protects your family's financial future and your own investments and savings. I'm Adrian Calvio, State Farm Insurance Agent. Come see me at 801 East FM 700 in Big Spring. I'd love to help you get to a better state.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith, and I'd love to go to these Texas towns: Frog Knot, Bigfoot, Hog Eye, No Trees, Best, Very Best, Kickapoo, Dime Box, Telephone, Telegraph, Twitty, Crumb, and Drop.
Hear Tumbleweed Smith's Sound of Texas every weekday morning at 8:15 on KBST.
I'm Danny Flanagan. Some topics are easy to talk about. Cremation isn't one of them. But when planning a funeral, it's a good idea to consider all the choices. At Nally Pickle & Welch Funeral Home and Crematory, we can help. If you're considering cremation, we can explain all the alternatives for a dignified, personalized service. Did you know that with cremation, you can still have a visitation, memorial gathering, interment, and all the regular funeral services? Contact Nally Pickle & Welch for a free brochure on cremation and cost. We'll answer all your concerns.
Man, these boneless wings are great.
I know. I finally found a wingman.
You're going to use your wings as your wingman?
Yeah, they make me irresistible to the ladies.
Oh, yeah, they give you that certain je ne sais quoi?
Je ne sais what?
No, I said je ne sais quoi. It means I don't know what.
Well, you should really find out. You shouldn't talk about things you don't know about, Peter. That's ignorant.
Be a wingman with the all-new white meat boneless chicken wings. This is how you Sonic. For limited time, only participating Sonic drive-ins. Call Star Sonic for specials. Not all carriers covered. Message and data rates apply.
With the seasons changing, it might be time to change your tires. If it is, Hankook has got your tire needs taken care of with its great hit rebate promotion. Get up to an $80 rebate on some of Hankook's best-selling, ultra-high performance, all-season, touring all-season, and light truck tires. No matter what you're driving, Hankook has got the right tire for you. Franklin Sun Tire on Lamesa Highway in Stanton, Big Spring, and Lamesa is your local dealer when you need one. Season tire techs and a great selection. It's Franklin & Son's way of making sure their customers get everything they need. Combine that with a great price and you'll keep coming back. Franklin & Son Tire. Be one with it. Hankook Tires.
Reason number 11 for choosing Back in Motion Chiropractic, digital x-rays.
Back in Motion utilizes digital x-rays to bring higher quality diagnostic radiology to you at a more affordable price. Digital x-rays also make it more convenient for you to carry your results with you if you've been referred to our office by another physician or if our doctors have referred you for other specialized care. Convenient and better quality. At Back in Motion, our number one goal is you.
Just call 267-BACK. That's 267-2225.
Hi, I'm Joyce at Chotewell Service. We're a family-owned business established in 1957 by Carol and me, serving this community's water well needs with professional service. Licensed by the state of Texas, Chotewell Service works on windmills, submergible pumps, drill water wells for irrigation, domestic, and oil field. We rent generators and pumps. For your water well needs, call us. Chotewell Service, 393-5231. We're the best in the business.
Jesus is a friend who walks in when the world walks out. Good morning. This is Reverend Carol Cole. I'm a member of Alive in Christ Lutheran Church, and it is my privilege to spend a couple minutes with you this morning and each morning this week as we look up and live. The story is told that Babe Ruth hit 714 home runs during his baseball career, but on one particular day toward the end of his career, the Braves were playing the Reds in Cincinnati, and the great Bambino was no hero that day. He fumbled the ball and threw badly. In one inning alone, his errors were responsible for most of the 5 runs scored by Cincinnati. Well, as the Babe walked off the field and headed toward the dugout after the third out, a crescendo of angry cries and boos rose to greet him. But then a little boy jumped over the fence, over the railing, and ran out onto the field. With tears streaming down his face, he threw his arms around the legs of his hero. Ruth didn't hesitate a second. He picked up the boy, hugged him, then set him down and patted his head. The cries from the crowds abruptly stopped. A hush fell over the entire park. In that brief moment, the fans saw 2 heroes on the field. Ruth, who in spite of his own dismal day in fielding, cared about the feelings of a young fan, and a small boy who cared about the feelings of another human being. You know, no matter your performance on the playing field of life, the Lord always has a hug waiting for you at the day's end. He is your number one fan. The Bible says in John 16, "These things I have spoken unto you, that you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." Or as I said when I began, Jesus is a friend who walks in when the world walks out. It's been my joy to be with you this morning. Have a blessed day. And think about this. This has been Reverend Carol Cole, a member of Alive in Christ Lutheran Church.
Would you like to give to the troops this Christmas? Thanks to a local county program, you can. Howard County's Adopt a Military Hero Christmas for the Troops program needs military deployment addresses or APOs for any military hero that will be deployed this Christmas. They send 500 boxes each year filled with a lot of love and goodies from our area to our military. If you know someone and would like a gift box sent to them, please contact Debbie Burrow at 432-270-8554.
Nothing wakes me up like Gooney in the morning.
Welcome back to Gooney in the Morning on KBST AM and FM. We're halfway through the week. Wednesday, October 29th, 6:51 here at the KBS Studios. 52 degrees outside. Gooney here getting you up and on your way this morning. We got Heather in the house.
Hey, guys.
Taking a look at your weather. 54 degrees, 52 degrees, somewhere in there. It says 52 here at the KBS Studios. That's what I'm going with.
Yep.
It's going to be sunny today with a high around 78, low of 54, high of 81 now tomorrow. Mostly sunny, low around 51, high of 68 on Friday. And now we have a 20% chance of slight thunderstorms coming in on Friday. How about that? Friday night, partly cloudy, low around 42. Saturday, high of 71. Sunday, high of 81. That's your weather for the rest of the week.
Needs to stay out of the 80s.
Yeah, I agree. I'm liking this late 60s, early 70s stuff.
Yeah, it was all day yesterday.
Like
was amazing.
How I just described that like a time period.
That's what I was meaning about the 80s. Like I just leg warmers and scrunchies popped into my head.
That's awesome.
Let's see. We got a Halloween fundraiser event going on Halloween. It is going to be at Floral Designs by Lupe, and it's sponsored by Flash Me Photography.
Oh, that's neat.
It is from 2 to 5 p.m. Bring your kids to trick or treat, and for a $20 donation, you can get your photo taken with your kids.
That's
and
cool.
The photo will be printed on site for you. But you can also enter their name in a drawing to win a full photo session from Flash Me Photography, owned by Samantha Cluck.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge right there.
Yep. So there's another cool little thing for you to do on Halloween with your kids.
Yeah, that's neat.
2 to 5.
Yeah, and give us a call if you have something going on for Halloween. You can call us here at the station, 263-KBST, 263-5278, or you can send an email to onair@kbst.com. Just include the name of your business, what your business is, include a contact number, the times and what the event is you're doing, what times you're going to be doing it, what day you're going to be doing it, and of course where. That's important.
Oh, and one more important thing about this. All the proceeds that get donated are going to benefit Relocation Rescue.
Oh, nice.
So there's another good little tidbit.
And also, if you're going to send an email or give us a call about your business, we also want to know if it's free or not. That's something else. Make sure, because if you're doing like a haunted house or something like that, sometimes they cost money. So let us know how much they are, because we will separate that and let everybody know, hey, these are the free events and this is how much this will cost you. If you have anything extra going on, let us know. We want to know. We'll put it all in there for you. Halloween. Ooh. It's almost there. Hey, be sure to get your birthdays and anniversaries into our Facebook page, facebook.com/KBest957. We'll read those live and on the air, along with your sweetheart of the day and school lunches. When we return on Gooney in the Morning, we got TSN coming up right here on KBST AM and FM.
In news, I'm Mitch Carr. A Harris County Sheriff's deputy has died after an SUV crossed into oncoming traffic and struck his patrol car. Sheriff Adrian Garcia says the deputy died this morning after being flown to an area hospital. His identity has not yet been released.
That he may be gone, but he will never, never be forgotten. And once again, the family of the Harris County Sheriff's Office is grieving at this moment.
The patrol car landed in a drainage ditch after the head-on collision near Baytown. The woman driving the SUV was taken to an area hospital. The cause is still under investigation. The 10th and final execution of the year in Texas is now in the books.
Former San Antonio gang member Miguel Paredes was put to death for his part in the murders of 3 members of a rival gang 14 years ago after a drug deal gone bad. Prison spokesman Robert Hur says Paredes used his last statement to apologize
to the families of his victims. He also apologized to his own family. His final words were, "I love you, Father. I love you, Father. I love you, Savior."
The execution started 30 minutes later than usual. Hur says the IV team wanted to make sure the lines for the lethal chemicals were inserted properly and correctly. Barbara Schwartz, TSN News.
The world gathers starting tomorrow for the 3rd Formula One Grand Prix of the Americas near Austin. San Antonio billionaire Red McCombs built the track and says he was told the sport could be huge in Texas.
You know how many people each year view the Super Bowl? I said, well, of course. He said, well, there are 5 to 10 times that many people view Formula One, and that's what got me.
A new report from the race organizers shows the Circuit of the Americas track had a nearly $900 million annual impact on the economy of Central Texas. Some Texas medical facilities are dealing with a shortage of emergency care doctors. Dr. Jay Woody with the Legacy Urgent Care in Collin County says the state's growing population is part of the reason.
It's a difficult specialization, and it requires a lot of skill and knowledge and practice. If you don't have that background, you are likely not versed in how to save lives when seconds count.
Dr. Woody, in fact, is attending a medical conference in Chicago this week to recruit doctors. A murder charge against a Galveston woman has been dismissed after a medical examiner misplaced crucial evidence. Laura Kolb has been freed, although prosecutors say they hope to refile the charge. The woman from Santa Fe, Texas, was accused in last year's death of a 4-year-old. Police said at the time that Kolb had shoved the child while arguing with her boyfriend, the child's father. This is TSN News.
The following is a paid political announcement.
Cartel violence, attacks on Border Patrol agents, drug runners. They threaten our way of life and terrorize law-abiding Texans. Barack Obama won't secure the border, but Greg Abbott will. As governor, Greg Abbott's mission is to keep Texans safe. His plan will double the funds for the Texas Department of Public Safety for border security. Abbott will secure the border by hiring 500 more state troopers with added surveillance in the air and on water. And Greg Abbott's plan will increase funds for the Border Prosecution Unit.
Please welcome the man I am proud to call my dad, Attorney General Greg Abbott.
Together we can secure our border, keeping Texans safe from drug cartels and gangs that are importing crime to our state. I will never stop fighting, and that's why I'm asking you to elect me as your next governor.
Political ad paid for by Texans for Greg Abbott.
NASA and officials from a commercial rocket company are searching for answers following the explosion of a rocket set to deliver supplies to the International Space Station. The director of NASA's Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia says crews plan to start searching for pieces of the rocket today and of the cargo ship that was carrying 5,000 pounds of equipment and supplies for the ISS. Civil defense officials on Hawaii's Big Island say lava from the Kilauea volcano is about 400 yards away from the main road into the town of Pahoa. Many town residents have left. Others are packing up as the lava edges forward at a rate of about 10 to 15 yards per hour. Officials say so far the lava has only burned an empty shed and some tires. I'm Mitch Carr on the Texas State Network. This is TSN.
With news every hour, this is KBST AM and FM, Big Spring.
Here's the latest from ABC News.
I'm Richard Davies. She took on the state of New Jersey after being forced to spend time in a hospital tent. Now nurse Casey Hickox is in a face-off with the state of Maine. Officials are requiring her to remain quarantined at home. Hickox returned to the U.S. from West Africa after volunteering to care for patients with Ebola. She's threatening to sue the state of Maine to end that quarantine.
I haven't seen any science that says this is a huge risk, and I have seen science that says self-monitoring works.
Hickox spoke to ABC News this morning. More than 3,000 people have died in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. There is only one active case of Ebola right now in the U.S. Cybersecurity experts are trying to figure out who tried to hack computers at the White House. Was it Russia?
The FBI, the Secret Service, and the NSA are looking into the possibility this attack was state-sponsored, and the hackers might be working for the Russian government in retaliation for U.S. sanctions against Russia over its role in the conflict in Ukraine. The White House says this breach hit an unclassified computer network and didn't damage any systems, but efforts to contain the breach have knocked some users in the executive office of the president offline.
ABC's Scott Goldberg. Explosion seconds after liftoff. An unmanned rocket that was supposed to bring supplies to the space station blew up last night. The World Series will be decided this evening. Game 7. Kansas City came roaring back last night, beating San Francisco 10-0. Royals manager Ned Yost says he's been dreaming about this since he was a kid.
When I was 10 years old, hitting rocks in the backyard, trying to hit it over the fence for a home run. You know, I never one time thought, okay, bases loaded, 2 out, bottom of the ninth, game 5 of the World Series, you know? Never. It was always 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, game 7 of the World Series. So it's special.
Ned Yost of the Royals. This is ABC News.
Hey, Bob, how's business? Is the new website helping?
Not good. I can't figure out how to get the website finished. How did you do it?
Easy. I called web.com. They built my website for free. Then they promoted it on all the search engines.
Like Google, Yahoo, and Bing?
Exactly. And web.com has helped grow my business so much, I had to bring on new staff.
Hey, if web.com did it for you, they're perfect for me.
Call now, 1-800-535-8815. That's 1-800-535-8815. Again, 1-800-535-8815.
My bad back loves my Craftmatic.
My bad back loves my Craftmatic bed.
My bad back loves my Craftmatic adjustable bed.
These aren't actors. They're real people who sleep better every night thanks to their Craftmatic adjustable bed. Just call 800-371-9576. That's 800-371-9576 for prices and free information on today's Craftmatic adjustable beds. Call 800-371-9576. That's 800-371-9576.
Tensions are said to be running high between the Obama administration and Israeli government officials. ABC's Alex Marquardt says it's partially because of a magazine article.
The Israeli-American relationship has never been worse than it is now. Several Israeli commentators are saying the assessment follows an article in The Atlantic in which a senior Obama administration official calls Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu a coward, but uses an expletive instead. Netanyahu's office struck back on Wednesday, saying he would not bow to pressure when it comes to defending Israel's security interests and advancing the historical rights of the Jewish people. Alex Marquardt, ABC News, Beirut.
A mudslide triggered by a monsoon in Sri Lanka. 250 workers at a tea plantation may have died. 10 bodies have been pulled from the mud this morning. The military in Sri Lanka has mobilized troops to help with the rescue operation. I'm Richard Davies, ABC News.
Elrod's Furniture is pleased to announce that we are now the authorized dealer for Flex Steel furniture. Flex Steel, America's seating specialist, has been producing high-quality furniture for over 100 years. The Latitudes collection features the Dual Flex spring system that sets the standard for comfort. This spring system pairs the famous blue ribbon seat spring with helical coils into a durable steel frame. And because it's Flex Steel, both the wood frame and the spring system are guaranteed for life. The Latitudes collection lets you enjoy the quality of Flex Steel furniture, as well as the luxury of fine leather at prices you can afford. So come in for a no-pressure shopping experience at Elrod's Furniture, Big Spring's oldest, largest, finest furniture store with the best brands and best prices at 2309 Scurry Street.
Do you have one or more missing teeth that you need to have replaced so that you can chew well, keep your other teeth from shifting, and have an attractive smile? Or do you have dentures that just won't stay in place? This is Dr. David Ward, and I practice comprehensive general dentistry in Big Spring. I want to introduce you to the world of dental implants because they are the best natural tooth replacements. Dental implants look, feel, and chew like your own teeth, and they can't decay. They can even be used to help lock dentures into place or replace them altogether. Sound interesting? To learn more about dental implants, visit davidwarddds.com. With sedation, I surgically place the implants and then build the beautiful crowns, bridges, or dentures that will attach to them. My team and I can help you achieve the dental health and function that you desire.
Dr. Ward is offering free preliminary screenings and consultations for implant procedures. For more information, log on to davidwarddds.com.
Dr. David Ward, gentle, beautiful, high-tech dentistry right here in Big Spring.
With the seasons changing, it might be time to change your tires. If it is, Hankook has got your tire needs taken care of with its great hit rebate promotion. Get up to an $80 rebate on some of Hankook's best-selling ultra-high performance all-season, touring all-season, and light truck tires. No matter what you're driving, Hankook has got the right tire for you. Franklin Sun Tire on Lamesa Highway in Stanton, Big Spring, and Lamesa is your local dealer when you need one. Seasoned tire techs and a great selection is Franklin & Son's way of making sure their customers get everything they need. Combine that with a great price and you'll keep coming back. Franklin & Son Tire. Be one with it. Hankook Tires.
It's another day in West Texas. Around here, we do things the right way. A handshake is as good as gold. We smile at our neighbors and say please and thank you. And when we're on the road, a simple wave says it all. And our truck is a Chevy, bought right here in West Texas from Trucktown Chevrolet and Lamesa. Live life the West Texas way, the Trucktown Chevy way, formerly Benny Boyd Chevy.
Big banks, little banks, internet banks. The choices seem endless. I used to be just a number in a big bank's computer. That's frustrating. Thought I had to have that big bank to have access to big loans. But as a businessman, what I really wanted was a community bank with friendly customer service. Then I found Prosperity Bank. The bank Forbes.com ranked #1 in the 2014 Best Banks in America. Prosperity offers me access to big loans with the services and the convenience of one of those big banks. But when I walk into Prosperity, I have a banker who knows my name and knows my business, just like a community banker. I'm not just a number in a computer anymore. And the good news, they're making business loans right now. Prosperity is my kind of bank. Prosperity Bank, the big bank with your community's bank inside, where you'll find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com. Member FDIC.
With the news you need, when you need it. Howard County's news leader, your K-Best Radio Group News.
Good morning. I'm Kayla Kay with your K-Best Radio Group News for Wednesday, October 29th, 2014. KBST News Time is 7:08 a.m. and it's currently 52 degrees outside. We'll have your complete weather forecast coming up. The highlight of Tuesday evening's Big Spring City Council meeting was a presentation made by Peggy Hopper, president of the Keep Big Spring Beautiful group. Ms. Hopper presented slides showing the efforts that Keep Big Spring Beautiful makes toward making our city a better place to live, including the e-waste recycling program, the Texas Trash Off program, the tire recycling program, and educational programs at local schools. Ms. Hopper stated that in spite of all these efforts, our town is still littered with plenty of trash. Ms. Hopper said that many cities in Texas have banned single-use plastic bags, including Austin, Fort Stockton, and Kermit. Ms. Hopper also stated that Keep Big Spring Beautiful would like to explore the possibility of banning single-use plastic bags in Big Spring. Several of the city council members agreed that litter is a problem in our town and that perhaps we should explore the results of plastic bag bans in the other Texas cities to see if it is a beneficial solution to the trash problem. This item was presented for discussion only, and no action was taken on the matter. Justin Myers, Big Spring City Councilman, had this to say about the plastic bag issue.
I think it's on the issue of the plastic bags. It's an interesting thing, and I think the council should definitely look into it. Talk to some other councils. engaged in some cities here in West Texas that have actually implemented this. I think it was brought up, Fort Stockton and Kermit. See what data they have. Is it working? Is it making a difference? And if so, I think it is something that the council should, at the very minimum, consider doing.
The City Council voted unanimously on the first reading to approve a resolution naming the new US 87 reliever route around Big Spring as the William B. Crooker reliever route, and the exit road to the McMahon Wrinkle Air Park as the Martha May exit as a tribute to Martha May Patterson. Mr. Crooker, who was a Howard County Commissioner for 40 years, worked tirelessly in promoting the Ports to Plains concept as a member of the Ports to Plains Board for many years. Since the reliever route is a TxDOT project, the final decision for naming the roadways will come from Austin. In the first reading of an ordinance approving a rezoning of 16.15 acres of land north of Scenic Mountain Medical Center along Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard was also approved by a 7-0 vote of the council. A developer from Georgia is planning to build quadplex condominiums at this location. Roxanne Johnson, Big Spring City Planner, presented for first reading a proposed ordinance to implement an urban design review for multifamily construction in single buildings greater than 10,000 square feet in size. Ms. Johnson explained that this ordinance would give the city the ability to make sure that new construction is aesthetically pleasing and complements the existing buildings and the new area of construction. The City Council also agreed to move the regularly scheduled meeting of November 11th, which falls on Veterans Day, to November 18th. In a media release yesterday from the Big Spring Police Department, stated that the Big Spring Police Department has received complaints from citizens regarding a phone scam. The complaints are regarding phone calls they are receiving from subjects who claim to be law enforcement officers. They tell the citizens that they have missed a court date and owe fines and attempt to collect those fines over the phone. Neither the police department nor the Howard County Sheriff's Office are contacting citizens about fines. And if you receive one of these calls, listen carefully to the name and agency given. Do not give any personal information to the callers and report the call to the local police or sheriff's office immediately. KBST News spoke with Elections Administrator Sandra Bloom yesterday and asked her what some of her hours for early voting are.
We'll be open 8 to 5 Wednesday and Friday, but Thursday we will have extended hours. We'll be open 7 to 7. We need everybody to come in. Then on election day, we will have 5 voting locations, and we'll get that on the air and in the newspaper and everything a little closer to time. Certainly use more to come out and vote early.
Sandra also explained what exactly we can find on the ballots this year.
There are some important contests on there. There's also a proposition that a lot of people may not be aware of that, they need to look at. Well, of course, governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general, our state representative, our state senator. We do have the one local race, which will be for JP, Precinct 1, Place 2. That's the only local countywide race that we have. But like I say, the proposition is, I think everybody should, make sure that they read it and think about it, and it's a very important issue to our area. So I want to encourage people to come out and vote.
Early voting continues until this Friday, October 31st, at the Election Administration Office on the first floor of the Howard County Courthouse. And Texas voters should know that the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that voters will need to show ID at the polls this year. And don't forget, today is Higher Education Day. The Big Spring ISD has designated Wednesdays every week to be Higher Education Day in an effort to make our students aware of the many options available to them after graduation from high school. Everyone is encouraged to wear a shirt that supports an institution of higher learning. So put on your favorite college, junior college, military, or vocational school shirt today. Get ready for the Mighty Women of Fitness Camp. It's a woman-only fitness camp and is designed for sisters, daughters, grandmothers, and aunts. Mighty Women's Fitness class is meant to wake up your fitness craving and push you outside your limits to help you reach new goals. Camp is Mondays and Thursdays from 7 to 8 p.m. at the YMCA. This is a 5-week class. Now, it started Monday, but you can still get in. Prices are $10 a week or $40 for 5 weeks. If you have any questions, just contact Dathan Jones at 432-254-9949. The Relay for Life community kickoff will take place on Saturday, November 1st from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. inside the Springtown Plaza. They will be doing their kickoff, and teams will be selling prepared foods or crafts to start their fundraising for the 2015 Relay for Life of Howard County and Glasscock counties. Food sales will be by donation only. If you or your team would like to participate, please contact Beverly Grant at 432-935-4290. Howard County's Adopt a Military Hero Donation Day is November 1st. That's from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. at HEB and at Walmart from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. also. Deadline for donations is November 10th, and a list of needed items can be found at hcadoptamilitaryhero.weebly.com. The Munster Mash Dash and Dance will kick off with an event unlike any other on October 31st. Runners will compete on a 0.4-mile course that starts and ends in the Munster Mash pit on the east lawn of the historic Hotel Settles at 200 East 3rd Street. Participants must dance for 20 seconds before running their next lap. Winners will be determined in 3 categories: the most laps, best costumes, and best dance moves. And then later that night, the Big Spring Film Society will be showing Hocus Pocus. That'll be at 10 p.m. on the east lawn of the historic Settles Hotel. And there's not much time for families to apply for the Salvation Army's annual Angel Tree program. The Salvation Army will accept applications for the annual Christmas gift program until tomorrow. That's October 30th. The Angel Tree program provides Christmas gifts for qualifying children and seniors every year. Applicants are screened through interviews at the local Salvation Army office. That's located at 811 West 5th Street. The second annual Veterans Day 5K event is to honor those who are serving and those who have served in the U.S. military. The race will start and end at the Big Spring Vietnam Memorial on Veterans Day, which is November 11th. The walk begins at 5 p.m. and the run-jog portion starts at 5:30. The registration fee is $25 and all proceeds benefit the Lone Survivor Foundation. The entry fee includes the race day shirt and a barbecue brisket plate with a drink at the end of the run. Additional plates will be available for $7. You can register at the GEO Group that's located at 1701 Apron Drive. The United Way of Big Spring in Howard County invites you to dine out for Dine Out Days. That's a way for you to enjoy some great food while helping to support its 17-member agencies. This week, Dine Out Days is at Dickey's Barbecue, and a portion of their sales will go to benefit the United Way of Big Spring in Howard County. Dickey's Barbecue is located at 2602 South Gregg Street. In obituaries, Simon T. Correa Jr., 60, died Saturday. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. today at Holy Trinity Catholic Church. Burial will follow at Mount Olive Memorial Park. Arrangements are by Myers & Smith Funeral Home. Don Stadham, 71, died Sunday. The family will receive friends from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. today at Myers & Smith Funeral Home. Funeral services will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Myers & Smith Chapel with burial at Mount Olive Memorial Park. Larry Rose, 58, died Sunday. Services are pending at Myers & Smith Funeral Home. Leslie B. Clemens, 82, died Sunday, October 19th. A memorial service will be at 11 a.m. Saturday at Myers & Smith Chapel. Joe Martinez, 57, died yesterday. Vigil services will be at 7 p.m. Thursday at Myers and Smith Chapel. Funeral services will be at 11 a.m. Friday at Holy Trinity Catholic Church with burial at Mount Olive Memorial Park. KBST News Time is 7:20. We'll be back with your sports and a look at your weather right after this.
A funeral is about a life at an end, but it's also about life continuing.
The funeral was the right way to say goodbye and begin again.
Talk to our caring staff about your funeral needs and be assured of sensitivity, compassion, and respect.
Myers and Smith Funeral Home and Chapel.
KBST News Time is 7:20 a.m. and that portion of your news was brought to you by Myers and Smith Funeral Home. Your full Howard County weather forecast is coming up, but first, KBST Sports Director Gooney with your sports.
Thanks, Kayla. The Lady Steers volleyball teams were in action last night in Sweetwater. The varsity got their second loss in district against the Lady Mustangs. They won the first two sets 25-23, 25-15, but the Lady Mustangs turned things around and they beat the Lady Steers 3 straight sets, 25-17, 25-22, and 15-10. Your setter, Emily Smith, had 42 assists on the night. She also had 5 kills, 8 digs, an ace, and a block. On offense, Aaron Pollard had 19 kills. She also had 7 digs on defense, 3 assists, 3 aces, and a block. Lexi Yarber had 10 kills of her own. She also ended up with 3 assists, 4 digs, an ace, and a block. And then on the defensive side of things, Juliana Rodriguez had 25 digs, along with a kill, an assist, and 3 aces. And your KBST Sonic Player of the Match, Katie Wash, had 16 digs. She also had a block and 3 assists and 6 great kills. The Lady Steers are 8-2 in district play and will be heading to the first round of the playoffs next week. The junior varsity lost in 2 sets to the Lady Mustangs, 16-25, 8-25. Alexis Sosa, Kiana Ramsey, and Chloe Gangal stood out on offense, while Sierra Martinez was your outstanding defensive player. The freshman team lost the first set of their match, 19-25, but turned it around and winning 2 sets, 27-25 and 25-12. Marilyn Serta stood out on offense, while on defense, Anissa Ramsey stood out. Your outstanding setter was Medina Bancroft, and Abby Bryan was your outstanding server. The Oklahoma Bulldogettes lost to Crane last night in 4 sets with set scores of 19-25, 25-23, 16-25, and 21-25. The Bulldogettes will travel to Greenwood this Saturday for another match against Crane at 2 p.m. to determine second place in District 5 3A. Big Spring Junior High football teams were in action last night as well against Abilene Wiley. The 8th grade A team lost in a close one, 34-30, and the B team got the win 22-18. Both 7th grade teams got wins as well, with the A team winning 36-6 and the B team shutting out the Bulldogs 6-0. In the NBA, Houston and San Antonio got wins in their regular season openers, with the Rockets beating the Lakers 108-90 and the Spurs beating the Mavericks in a shootout 101-100. Houston will be in Utah tonight to take on the Jazz, while Dallas is going to host the Jazz tomorrow, and the Spurs travel to Phoenix on Friday. And the Kansas City Royals forced a Game 7 in the World Series last night by beating the Giants 10-0. Final Game 7 is tonight from Kansas City, with the 7:07 first pitch. For more information, log on to kbsmedia.com. This is Gooney in the KBS Sports Center.
Thanks, Gooney. Hey, Gooney, what about that volleyball game last night?
Oh, it was incredible.
That was pretty good.
Incredible. It was a great start to the game, and then there at the end, things just kind of didn't go our way. But it was a fantastic game. The Lady Steers, they need to keep their head up because they had a great 8-2 in district right there.
2 losses, that's it.
Yeah, and you know what? We got playoffs.
Yep.
In our future, so
awesome.
That's what we're focused on
they
right
did great
now.
Last
So
night.
yeah, way to go, and shout out to the Oklahoma Bulldogettes as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, go down Saturday to Greenwood and support those ladies, and let's let them get into the playoffs and get that big win. Crane, they can do it.
Oh yeah, they
That's
can.
incredible.
This time is 7:24. We'll be back with your full Howard County weather forecast right after this.
Reason number 12 for choosing Back in Motion Chiropractic, advanced technology.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jody Reed.
Back in Motion Chiropractic provides specialized testing such as MyoVision technology for the neck and spine. MyoVision is a surface EMG that provides an evaluation of muscle response and tone for spinal conditions such as weakness, fatigue, spasm, or fibromyalgia. At Back in Motion, our number one goal is you.
Back in Motion Chiropractic. Just call 267-BACK. That's 267-2225.
The forecast you need when you need it. K-Best Weather.
That's right. Your K-Best weather for today is looking pretty sunny. It's going to be mild today with a high near 78 degrees. Tonight's going to be mostly clear with the low around 54. Winds are going to be around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow's going to be mostly sunny with a high near 81. Tomorrow night's going to be partly cloudy with a low around 51 degrees. North winds are back at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. KBST News time is 7:25, and keep it here for more Gooney in the Morning. Well, they're going to have Sweetheart of the Day, some birthdays coming up. Keep it right here. KBS 95.7 in the mighty 1490 AM.
Our home, it's one of the biggest investments we ever make. I'm Kelly Seals from United Country Heart of the City Realtors. With over 12 years of real estate experience, I have the expertise to help you, whether buying a home or selling your existing property. Call me today and let's make your home buying or selling dreams come true. United Country Realtors, because nobody knows the country like we do.
Now everything is easy 'cause of you.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Clark, the new director for Nazarene Christian Academy, and we offer kindergarten through second grade. We love being able to pray and learn Bible stories with our students. We also have small classes, so that means more one-on-one time with each student. If you have any questions, please contact Alyssa Clark at 432-263-0203, or you can go by New Hope Christian School, where Nazarene Christian Academy is also located. We can't wait to hear from you.
It's never too late to enroll at New Hope Christian School for newborns through 12. New Hope offers a Becca curriculum with loving Christian teachers, after-school care, and transportation available for most area schools. Hot, nutritious breakfast, lunch, and an afternoon snack provided. Stop by 118 Cedar Road or go to newhopebigspring.com. That's www.newhopebigspring.com. See what a difference New Hope can make in your child's future.
The calendar may confuse her sometimes, but she'll make your belly rumble. Heather's got the school lunches on Gooney in the Morning on KBST.
Oh!
I didn't have any.
Welcome back to Gooney in the Morning on KBST AM and FM. It is Wednesday, October 29th, 7:27 here at the KBS Studios. Hey, I want to remind everybody this portion of Gooney in the Morning is brought to you by Parks Insurance Agency. They're at 900 Main Street. Give them a call, 267-5504. Parks has been around since 1935. They can get your home, auto, motorcycle. If you have an ATV, any of that, business quoted, get on down there. They'll give you a free quote. Get on down there, just ask for Mike. He'll help you out. He'll give you a hand. Let's do some school lunches real quick.
After you embarrass me.
I'm sorry. I said we got to go.
I know. Okay, today is Thursday, October 30th. For Big Spring is teriyaki beef sandwich or beef bean burrito. I don't have Cahomas for the day because they only put it to the 28th on the calendar. So,
oh, wow. Sorry, Cahoma.
It's okay. I said the wrong date on Big Spring, just to let you know. It is Wednesday, October 29th. For Forsan, they're having grilled chicken salad plus pizza. And in Sands,
doesn't Cahoma a lot of the times have the same as
every single time?
Forsan?
Yep.
Okay, that's what that.
So the 29th for Sands is chicken strips, mashed potatoes, savory green beans. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go eat at Sands.
Nice.
And the actual lunch for Big Spring is chicken strips or Salisbury steak.
Chicken strip.
Chicken strip day, 2 days in a row.
Gotta love some chicken strip. Hey, I want to remind everybody every Tuesday we give away free food to Brenda's at 1307 East 4th Street. Since today is Wednesday, it's chicken fried steak day for their lunch special from 11 to 3. And then tonight, all you can eat sirloin steak for only $13.15 from 4 to 8 there at Brenda's on top of the hill. Had a birthday here from Miss Debbie Valverde on the Facebook page. Wishing a happy birthday to her cousin Eric Gang. Happy birthday, Eric. Who's today's sweetheart, Heather?
Our sweetheart of the day is Miss Sherry Brock. She works over there at Big Spring Ford.
Well, congratulations to Miss Sherry. She'll be receiving a beautiful rose and a bud vase for Faye Flowers. If you happen to see Sherry today, congratulate her, thank her for everything she does, and give her $1. We got the NASCAR Minute coming up on Gooney in the Morning. TSN's next on KBST, AM and FM.
Choices. This is what you will get with Parks Agency. Why shop anywhere else for insurance when Parks Agency is a one-stop shop? Get your home, auto, motorcycle, and your business quoted with almost any national insurance company, such as Allstate, Travelers, Liberty Mutual, and Progressive, just to name a few. Hi, I'm Mike Richardson, and all of us here at the Parks Agency have been devoted to our customers and our community since 1935. We work for you. Stop by 900 Main or call us at 267-5504, and you experience the difference of choice.
Democrat vying to be the next comptroller had to use a billboard in his opponent's hometown to get him to debate.
The Harris County Sheriff's Office is in mourning. A deputy who'd been with the department 11 years was killed overnight when a Ford Explorer crossed into the eastbound lane of a county road near Baytown and collided head-on with the deputy's cruiser. An emotional Sheriff Adrian Garcia addressed reporters.
And he may be gone, but he will never, never be forgotten. And once again, the family of the Harris County Sheriff's Office is grieving.
The female SUV driver was injured. Alcohol is not believed to be a factor, but a toxicology report will determine if drugs played a role. The deputy, whose name isn't being released, was the single father to a 10-year-old boy. Amber Vinson waking up in her own bed this morning at home in Dallas. Vinson was discharged from the Emory University Hospital in Atlanta yesterday afternoon, having been declared free of Ebola. In brief remarks, she reminded others are still fighting the deadly virus.
While this is a day for celebration and gratitude, I ask that we not lose focus on the thousands of families who continue to labor under the burden of this disease in West Africa.
Vinson joins fellow Presbyterian Hospital Dallas nurse Nina Pham in being declared Ebola-free. Pham was released last week from the National Institutes of Health Medical Facility in Maryland. Both contracted the disease from Thomas Duncan, the Liberian man and only person to die of Ebola in the U.S. At UT Southwestern, they're preparing 2 new biocontainment units in case there are more Ebola cases, and they're using one piece of equipment that may surprise you.
Well, they've got the protective suits, but they needed something visible to simulate bodily fluids so they would know if what they're doing would transmit Ebola.
We tried ketchup, and then we thought, you know what, let's try something else. So then we all love Tabasco sauce. So I said, hey, let's try Tabasco sauce.
Dora Marie Archoa, who heads infection control at UT Southwestern, says the spicy condiment is perfect because it's red, so you can see it. And if it gets in your eyes or mouth, like the Ebola virus needs to do to transmit, it burns. In San Antonio, Michael Board, TSN News.
Hospitals across Texas finding it increasingly difficult to attract emergency care doctors. Dr. Jay Woody from Legacy Urgent Care in Frisco explains why.
It's a difficult specialization and it requires a lot of skill and knowledge and practice. If you don't have that background, you are likely not versed in know how to save lives when seconds count.
At the very least, Woody says the shortage will create longer wait times for patients.
I'm Chris Schneider. I'll have NBA season openers, World Series, and more
ahead on TSN Morning News Break.
With the it's changing, it might be time to change your tires. If it is, Hankook has got your tire needs taken care of with its great hit rebate promotion. Get up to an $80 rebate on some of Hankook's best-selling ultra high-performance all-season, touring all-season, and light truck tires. No matter what you're driving, Hankook has got the right tire for you. Franklin & Son Tire on Lamesa Highway in Stanton, Big Spring, and Lamesa is your local dealer when you need one. Seasoned tire techs and a great selection is Franklin & Son's way of making sure their customers get everything they need. Combine that with a great price, and you'll keep coming back. Franklin & Son Tire. Be one with it. Hankook Tires.
Need cash fast? Cash Pawn loans on tools, electronics, musical equipment, gold, and much more. Cash Pawn will pay you for any of your used or unwanted guns. Turn your broken or unwanted gold into cash fast. No need to worry about bad credit or credit checks. You're guaranteed to get your money quick. Cash Pawn loans to help you in your time of need. It's friendly, convenient, and confidential. Let Cash Pawn be your #1 pawn shop, located at 210 North Gregg Street in Big Spring.
Welcome back to Morning News Break. The state carries out its 10th and final execution of the year. Former San Antonio gang member Miguel Paredes died for his role in a triple murder 13 years ago. Robert Hurst with the Texas prison system.
His victims were
were shot, and then they were taken to another county outside of Bexar County. They were taken to Frio County, where their bodies were set on fire.
Hearst says the execution was delayed a half hour to ensure that 2 IVs were correctly inserted into Paredes' arms. A 17-year-old San Antonio boy will be the first to face felony prosecution due to a new unit of the Bexar County DA's office. DA Susan Reed says animal cruelty is a growing problem.
And we also need to work on our youth to appreciate their animals. You know, it is very important because when you look at the beginning of violence, in many instances, it starts with youth torturing animals.
The boy charged with shooting a kitten in the eye with a BB gun. Concerns that high-pressure injections used in fracking trigger earthquakes. The Texas Railroad Commission has amended drilling rules. Beginning November 17th, well operators must do research with the U.S. Geological Survey to find out
specifically if there has been any seismic activity within a circular area of 100 square miles around a proposed new saltwater injection well.
The rules require operators provide the commission with that research when applying for a permit. Well, this is the first federal election in Texas where the state's voter ID law is in effect. Through the first week of early voting, Attorney General Greg Abbott said it hasn't been an issue.
Voter ID has not stopped anyone from being able to vote, so it shows once again it's not a problem.
Abbott is defending the law in an appeal before the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Minority advocates claim the law's intent is to deny 600,000 mostly poor Texans their right to vote. Abbott appears to be headed for the governor's mansion after next week's balloting, if the polls are right. Democrat Wendy Davis trails Abbott by 16 points in the latest UT Texas Tribune survey. Brian Sweeney, the editor-in-chief of Texas Monthly, says after a shaky start out of the box,
I think that she has picked up. I think she has landed some solid blows against General Abbott, but I don't think that it's going to be enough to do anything or change the tenor of the race.
Texans will get their first and only chance to see the two controller candidates, Republican Glenn Hager and Democrat Mike Collier, square off in debate.
Collier's been pushing for the debate, even put up a billboard challenging Hager in his hometown. Collier's a CPA, formerly head of the Houston division of PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Why are our property taxes going up, and why are our schools and roads going down when business is so prosperous? If you had a good chief financial officer who knew what he was doing, I think a lot of people would really like to hear that.
State Senator Glenn Hager is a third-generation Katy rice farmer.
Some of the things that I have always dealt with in our family, whether it was the farm, the equipment dealerships, or whatever businesses, is numbers, revenue forecast.
Tonight's half-hour debate airs on Time Warner Cable and will be streamed online. In Austin, Chris Fox, TSN News.
Early voting ahead of Tuesday's balloting ends Friday. Well, as the world gathers for the third Formula One Grand Prix of the Americas at the track Red McCombs built southeast of Austin, the San Antonio billionaire says the sport could be huge.
You know how many people each year view the Super Bowl? There are 5 to 10 times that many people view Formula One, and that's what got me.
A report shows the Circuit of the Americas track has a nearly $1 billion annual impact on the Central Texas economy. In the latest report, that was just under $6.26 a pound. That was what beef has been going for at the retail level. Market analyst Shale Shagum says consumers will decide how it all shakes out.
Consumers may choose to slide down the value chain to lower value cuts of beef or move over to pork and poultry, which may be a more price competitive alternative.
Using the composite index, pork is running $2 a pound less than beef. Chicken is $4 a pound less. Well, Friday's Mega Millions drawing climbs to $284 million after no one claimed last night's jackpot. Tonight's Powerball is worth $142 million. Next, Mike Rogers. And what in the world have you got for us today, Mike?
Chuck, it's a milestone for what may be the world's most durable car.
Honda was talking about possibly putting in a museum, but I don't know if they still want one.
We'll have more coming up on the other side of the news.
And Chris Schneider has sports. His morning news break for Wednesday, October 29th continues.
People love their pickup so much they sing about it.
Don't matter who lives, don't matter who lies.
If you need a park for your pickup, call Westex at 263-5000.
Park Place is special. Its residents enjoy special events and special meals. Special attention is paid to the security and comfort of each person living at Park Place. Park Place is affordable and conveniently located. Park Place is locally owned and personally managed by a member of the Cole family. A visit with Amanda Cole Calvio will give you special reasons to want to enjoy living at Park Place, 501 West 17th, Big Spring.
Welcome back to Morning News Break. Here's Mike Rogers with the other side of the news.
When you hear about a car hitting 1 million miles, there are certain makes and models that immediately come to mind. Honda, for one. And sure enough.
Yep, 1990 Honda Accord LX.
Light blue, 5-speed, 4 doors, belonging to a guy named Joe LoCicero of Norway, Maine.
I bought it used in 1996 with a little over 74,000 miles on it.
Yeah, but that was nothing compared to the miles Joe's put on it.
For my job, I travel from repair shops to dealers, so that keeps me pretty busy, and I have to cover a lot of area.
About 1,100 miles per week, which adds up. 100, 200, 300,000 miles.
Still going.
Until finally, this past week, Joe made it to an even 1 million.
We've been through some things together.
Honda came out and put cameras in my car and taped the event.
And seeing all those nines turn into zeros on the odometer?
It was amazing.
But through it all, through 250 oil changes and 30 sets of tires, the car just keeps rolling along.
Long may you run. Long may you run.
The real challenge, though, is what to do with the car now that Honda has given Joe a brand new one.
Honda was talking about possibly putting it in a museum, but I don't know if they still want it or not.
Maybe you should keep driving it and go for $2 million.
Well, I'm going to keep driving it for a while, but I don't think I'll make it to $2 million.
Then again, you never know. And I'm Mike Rogers with the other side of the news on TSN.
Long may you run.
Chris Schneider's got sports.
Thank you, Chuck. Good morning. NBA season openers for all 3 Texas teams last night. Spurs and Mavs against each other in San Antonio. Tony Parker with 23, including the game-winning three-pointer in the last minute of the game. So the Spurs start off with a win. Rockets win as well. They beat the Lakers in L.A. 108-90. James Harden with 32. Dwight Howard added 13 points and 11 rebounds. Houston will be in Utah tonight. World Series game number 6 goes to the Royals in a blowout, 10-0. So they'll play a game 7 tonight, winner take all. College football SEC schools have claimed 3 of the top 4 spots in the new college football playoff rankings. Mississippi State number 1, followed by Florida State, Auburn, and Ole Miss. TCU's number 7. Chris Schneider, TSN Sports.
Thanks, Chris. And among our top stories this morning, now both Dallas nurses who contracted Ebola are back home. Amber Vinson was declared free of the virus yesterday afternoon and flown to Dallas from Emory University Hospital in Atlanta, where she'd been treated for nearly 2 weeks. Nina Pham arrived back in Texas last week. She'd been treated at a hospital in Bethesda, Maryland. We have Morning News Break. I'm Chuck Martin, TSN News.
Good morning and happy Wednesday to you all out there. Gooney here from KBST's Gooney in the Morning, and I want to talk to you real quick about my Suddenlink and the many new channels that are now available on your Suddenlink channel lineup. 3 of those channels that are brand new to Suddenlink are The Blaze, Pivot, and Sprout. You have to check these out. The Blaze is a really neat news channel led by Glenn Beck. It features shows like Hot Shots, 3 Gun Nation, and Wonderful World of Stew. Pivot features music and original programming, including shows like The Mixtape by Soul Pancake, hit record on TV, and Please Like Me. You're not going to want to miss out on those. And Sprout, of course, features popular children's programming such as Bob the Builder, Astro Blast, and Just in Time. You can visit bypopulaردemand.com for more information. Sunlink is a trusted local business and has always been great community partners for years and years. Sunlink works hard to build and strengthen relationships to make a difference in Midland and is involved in supporting local charities and organizations. The same local commitment extends to providing superior customer service. To ensure you always have outstanding service, Sunlink has live local customer service and 24/7 technical support. Sunlink employees live, work, and shop here. They are your neighbors. Visit sunlink.com today.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Clark, the new director for Nazarene Christian Academy, and we offer kindergarten through second grade. We love being able to pray and learn Bible stories with our students. We also have small classes, so that means more one-on-one time with each student. If you have any questions, please contact Alyssa Clark at 432-263-0203, or you can go by New Hope Christian School, where Nazarene Christian Academy is also located. We can't wait to hear from you.
Now it's time for the NASCAR Minute, brought to you by Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning and 87 Auto Sales on the K-Best Morning Program.
That's right. It's time for the NASCAR Minute, brought to you by 87 Auto Sales and Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning. I have Dale Coates and Tim Knox on the line. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Well, happy Wednesday to you both. We're halfway through the week. We got the big race coming up in Texas this weekend.
That's right. It is a big race, and one of these races, I really can see somebody winning this race that's not even involved in the chase. You know, Dale Jr. was a spoiler last week. He's out of the chase. You know, he pulled the Martinsville win off. I can see that happening again this week by somebody, not necessarily Dale Jr.
Yeah, you know, and that's kind of what makes it interesting as far as Junior winning that race last week is, you know, we talked about last week that really, you know, there wasn't going to be a lot of guys who were going to be able to move up based off of points. Well, if non-chase guys keep winning, then it's all about points, you know, and with Dale Jr. winning that race, and there's only 2 spots that could conceivably be spoken for via a win, then that certainly is going to change the aspect of these guys who are in that top 8, because they can points race a little bit now, you know. I mean, there's a little bit more of a cushion because there's 2 spots that could be obtained via points and not a win right now. So, you know, every time you have a win in this chase format that's, you know, not taken by a chase guy, it changes the dynamic of how the next races are going to go. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think you're right. You hit the nail on the head. Now it's back to points racing again. You know, there's 4 guys that had, or maybe 5 guys that had pretty good points days last week, and there's 2 or 3 that are basically out of the points. They have to go out there and try to get a win. That just spices it all back up again, and there's no telling what you go see in Texas. And I'm going to tell you what, when they go to Phoenix, I don't even care what football game's on that day. When they go to Phoenix, that's what I'll be watching.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight race, and it's going to be interesting to see 4 guys go for a championship at that day.
Yeah, that's what's going to be the interesting part for sure. Now, I know we're talking about a lot of guys outside of the chase that could possibly get a big win in Texas, but what about the guys that are still in it? Because you do have some big names that are traditionally great at Texas. Of course, Jeff Gordon, you got Joey Logano, who's been pretty good there recently, Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, Kevin. I mean, any of those guys are great at Texas. So who would you think has maybe the best shot out of those guys?
Well, I honestly wouldn't put any money against Brad Keselowski, because he just keeps showing it. Every time he gets in trouble, he comes out, you know, makes a Hail Mary pass, that Doug Flutie pass that we all grew up watching to stay alive. So keep your eyes on that number 2 Miller Lite car.
Yeah, and I'll go with his teammate Joey Logano. You know, I mean, Joey's been fairly quiet the past few races, but certainly not so quiet to the point where you don't think he's got a chance. You know, I mean, that's kind of been Joey's MO this year, you know, is he's just racing well, and then he'll pop a win, and then, you know, has a few good races, pop a win, you know, and I think he's due for one, and I think this is going to be a week that he's going to be a very strong contender, and I think he's one to watch out for this week.
Yeah, it'll definitely be
so. That's your pick.
Well, I'm second. It depends on who Gooney takes. So
yeah, it's tough because Joe Logano's one that I had in my sights for sure. But who knows? Things may change over the rest of the week. Of course, looking at our Pick'em Challenge here with our picks, Dale, you're still in the lead with 450. Tim, you're right there behind them, only trailing by 9 points with 459. I'm out of the picture at 534, but it's starting to get interesting between you two guys, and we'll see what happens. We'll make our picks on Friday.
All right,
guys.
Oh, yeah, have a great. Yeah, go ahead.
Stop those Cowboys.
Oh, there it is. I've been waiting on that all season.
I was waiting a month and a half to be able to say that. Yes. So, it's like, Dale picks going to lose every week, and when they finally do, it's like, I told you, so.
But still a Cowboys fan.
Lose. But it was a very good Washington Redskins football team that beat them, so.
Hey, you know what? It was a good football game. I mean, regardless of how you feel about who lost or won, it was an exciting football game. It was a fun one to watch, so.
It was exciting.
You can't ask for much more than that, a good Monday night game. That doesn't happen too often nowadays, so.
Yeah, especially between two great teams.
Yeah, it was exciting. It's exciting to see how the Cowboys will finish out the rest of their season. Guys, y'all have a great rest of the week. We'll talk with you on Friday.
All right, guys.
Thanks a lot. That's Dale Coates and Tim Knox with the NASCAR Minute, brought to you by 87 Auto Sales and Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning.
Fall is here and the savings continue at 87 Auto Sales with over 250 clean, pre-owned cars, pickups, and SUVs to choose from. They finance their customers right there at the dealership, so you drive away the very same day in the vehicle of your choice. 87 Auto has the right vehicle for your needs, serving West Texas since 1972. 87 Auto Sales on the corner of 3rd and Gregg Street in Big Spring. Right on the corner and right on the price. 87 Auto Sales.
Hi, this is Dale Coates with Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning. It's fall again, which means football and cooler weather. Don't get sacked by the cold weather. Give us a call to make sure your system is working at its full capacity. And if you're searching for a new system, we can install a new Carrier high-efficiency system that will keep you comfortable for years to come and keep you from punting your electric bill every month. Call Dale Coates, your local Carrier dealer, at 714-4688. That's 714-4688.
Hi, I'm Tisha Rayner, manager of Tisha's Flooring Essentials here in Big Spring. By now, I hope you know that Tisha's Flooring Essentials carries great quality products and a huge variety of carpet, tile, many different types of flooring, cabinets, window coverings, and countertops. But did you also know that at Tisha's, we carry boutique furniture and specialty items? Check out the pictures on our Facebook page. It's Tisha's Flooring Essentials. Just type TICIA and it'll pop right up. We have a huge selection of so many unique items. Again, just go to our Facebook page at Tisha's Flooring Essentials or drop by our showroom on MLK Drive at the top of the rock between Subway and the hospital. I guarantee you'll find things at Tisha's that you can't find anywhere else in Big Spring. And you might just decide that it's a great time to pick out new carpet, tile, or cabinets, or anything to make your house your palace. Tisha's Flooring Essentials on MLK Drive at the top of the rock between Subway and the hospital. Everything you need from the floor up.
Coming to theaters near you, the hottest movie of the summer. Wait, wrong voice track. You're listening to Gooney in the Morning on KBST.
Welcome back to Gooney in the Morning on KBST, AM and FM. It didn't make noise when I do that.
No.
Had to move my mic around so you could see Heather on the camera. Remember, we are streaming live at YouTube. Just go to kbsmedia.com, click on the YouTube button. It'll take you to our page, and click on the live video feed. Check us out. I didn't do my hair this morning, sorry. I was up late. Sorry. It is Wednesday, October 29th, 7:53 here at the KBS Studios. Nice 52 degrees outside. Gooney here with you, getting you up and on your way this morning. I want to give a shout out to everyone in... You give a shout out.
I want to give a shout out to everybody in Ackerley.
Ackerley gets shout outs this morning. We got Heather in the house.
Hey, guys.
I want to remind everybody that we, the Forest Hand Student Council, they partner with did I just say WID?
WID.
They partnered with They partnered with First Baptist Church's clothing ministry and are holding a coat drive that's going on right now until Friday, this Friday, October 31st. If you have any coats, jackets, anything that your children have just outgrown or simply just don't like or don't wear anymore, anything like that, please donate them. Please, if you can, just make sure you wash the coats first, put them in a plastic bag, and send them off with your kids to their campus out there in Forsan.
Nice.
That's the Elbow campus, the junior and senior high campus out there in Forsan. Send them on out there. The 5th grade student council is going to be helping with the drive for the drop-off location at the Elbow Elementary campus, which is really awesome, in Miss Bowman's classroom. It's really cool. Even if you have like sweaters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sweaters that you don't wear, send those. Kids could use those.
So if you don't have a kid that goes to Forsan, can you just take your stuff to the Forsan district, like to the school?
Yeah, take it on out there to the main office.
Okay.
They'll be glad to take it from you.
Okay.
And I'm sure you can also drop these off at First Baptist Church since they've kind of combined with them.
Yeah.
So it's always cool to see stuff like that going on. It's always
very,
great.
very much so.
We'll have the Halloween Safe Stop list up on our website tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
Just go to kbsmedia.com. That Safe Stop list is incredible. If you have a business and you're wanting to get involved, please give us a call or send us an email to onair@kbst.com and just mention what it is you're doing for Halloween, where it'll be at, all the details on that, if it costs anything, and send us a contact number as well.
Breaking news.
Melinda Flanagan in the house.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
As you know, Marge Carpenter is in the house.
That's right.
Call her Margie Pargie. She loves that.
We're gonna ride some fence later on.
You know, she gives away a prize every month.
That's right.
Her prize today, valued at $115 each.
Wow.
2 tickets to this Saturday's Texas Tech game against the Texas Longhorns.
That's awesome. She's going to be giving those away on Riding Fence.
Yes, in just a few
Wow.
minutes, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you're going to want to listen up to that.
She always,
Margie Pargie.
yes, Margie Pargie always has a great question. By the way, I really would not recommend calling her that, but
No, I'm kind of scared for you to walk out of the studio now.
Exactly, exactly. But she always asks some really great trivia questions,
does.
usually about Big Spring, but Howard County, anything.
Right.
So, yeah, that's coming up before 8:30. She will be giving away those tickets, so it could be you.
That's right. Get those phones ready. 263-KBST, 263-5278 is the number up here. So get it ready and get Google ready because you're going to need it on her question.
She has amazing questions.
Yeah.
Always.
And while you're on Google waiting, you got a pretty cool game that you just found out you can play there. Huh? What do you do?
Yeah, if you go to Google and go to Google Images, like and search it, if you search Atari Breakout, you can actually play the game.
That's awesome. That's
amazing.
incredible. Right? Yeah, so while you're waiting, why not?
Exactly.
I also want to remind everybody that today is Higher Education Day. Be sure to wear your higher education clothing, T-shirts. I'm squawking like a hawk again today.
Oh!
Heather and I got the Hawks gear.
Yep.
Got the, of course, Hawk basketball season going to be starting up later this week.
Exciting.
They're going to be on the road for Halloween. That's exciting stuff going on right there. We'll be calling all of their division games this season. All of them.
Woo!
Me. Woo! I get to broadcast.
I'll help you.
I got so much fun had so much fun yesterday doing the Lady Steers game, broadcasting again. I can't wait for basketball season.
I'm
now.
stoked for softball season.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hey, well, you got doing it wrong for today, right? This is a celebrity doing it wrong.
It is, and it's
he's done it wrong before several times. Give you a
Yeah?
hint. He took a long fly ball straight to the head, and it didn't even phase him because he was so roided up at the time. Big hint right there.
All right. Well, you're doing it wrong today is Mr. Jose Canseco.
Bam.
He was cleaning his handgun in his house and decided to shoot off his left middle finger.
Nice. Not going to be
So,
using that one anytime
no.
soon, Jose.
Way
Doing
to
it
go.
wrong. Why are you cleaning a gun that's loaded? Why?
That makes it even worse.
People like that shouldn't be allowed to own a gun. That's, in my opinion. Man, unload the thing first, Mr. Canseco.
Yep.
Jeez. That's funny stuff right there. Hey, remember we have Marge Carpenter coming up on community calendar.
We're going to be
Get
riding
those
some
phones
fence.
ready. We'll be riding some fence, giving away some Texas Tech tickets to the Tech UT game.
Big game.
Red Raiders, Longhorns in Lubbock. Wow.
This weekend.
I think Tech's going to win it too.
Oh, no, I know they are.
I think they're going to win it.
I know.
What was your favorite part of today's show?
My favorite part of today's show was probably Jose Canseco doing it wrong
Nice.
because it made me laugh.
That was a funny one. Hey, my favorite part of the show is happening right now because I'm going to remind everybody to go to texasfootball.com and vote for our very own steer running back, Hunter Hill, for his 301-yard rushing game. He had 55 receiving yards, 7 total touchdowns. As of right now, he's 1% behind Coleman's running back, Jaquan Hemphill, who has 45. No, he went up 2%. So it's now 45% by Coleman's running back, 43. Big Spring, Steer Nation, get out there and vote.
Come on, guys.
This is Coleman. Coleman's a small town. We got to get out there and vote. Vote for Hunter. That's a great kid, too. He's a class act. Every time I've ever talked to this kid, he's been so humble and always giving all the props to his line and the rest of his team.
Because it's a team.
Yeah. He's like, no, that's not me. It's my line.
Yep.
Made that hole for me. That's why I scored. So this award's not, I guarantee you, he wins this award. It's not his award. He's giving that to his whole team.
Oh, that is awesome.
Get out there and vote. TexasFootball.com. Go to our Facebook page. You can find the link there, facebook.com/KBest957. Enjoy your Wednesday out there, everybody. We got your local news coming up. And remember, if you're not laughing, you're not living.
When you're out driving around West Texas in your pickup, chances are real good you're not thinking about parts on your vehicle wearing out. That usually comes as a surprise. When that does happen, and we hope it's not in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere, call West Tex at 263-5000. You'll get in touch with people who can help you get rolling again. West Tex, the folks in the know when it comes to parts for late model pickups. Snyder Highway, Big Spring.
I'm Verna Finkenbinder. When my sister became ill and required constant attention, I turned to Parkview Nursing and Rehabilitation. It was wonderful. She received the professional care her condition required. I was able to confer with the owners whenever I had questions. Hometown ownership and management is one reason I turned to Parkview. I knew my sister was in the care of people who cared about her.
Parkview, 3200 Parkway, Big Spring.
With the news you need, when you need it. Howard County's news leader, your K-Best Radio Group News.
Good morning. I'm Heather Gentry with your K-Best Radio Group News, brought to you today by 14th and Main Church of Christ. It's Wednesday, October 29, 2014. Time is 8:01 a.m. and it's 52 degrees outside. Your complete weather forecast is coming up. The highlight of Tuesday evening's Big Spring City Council meeting was a presentation made by Peggy Hopper, president of the Keep Big Spring Beautiful group. Ms. Hopper presented slides showing the efforts that Keep Big Spring Beautiful makes towards making our city a better place to live, including the e-waste recycling program, the Texas Trash Off program, the tire recycling program, and educational programs at the local schools. Ms. Hopper stated that in spite of all of these efforts, our town is still littered with plenty of trash. Ms. Hopper said that many cities in Texas have banned single-use plastic bags, including Austin, Fort Stockton, and Kermit. Ms. Hopper also stated that Keep Big Spring Beautiful would like to explore the possibility of banning single-use plastic bags in Big Spring. Several of the city council members agreed that litter is a problem in our town and that perhaps we should explore the results of the plastic bag bans in other Texas cities to see if it a beneficial solution to the trash problem. This item was presented for discussion only and no action was taken on the matter. Justin Myers, Big Spring City Councilman, had this to say about the plastic bag issue.
I think it's on the issue of the plastic bags. It's an interesting thing, and I think the council should definitely look into it. Talk to some other councils in some cities here in West Texas that have actually implemented this. I think it was brought up, Fort Stockton and Kermit. See what data they have. Is it working? Is it making a difference? And if so, I think it is something that the council should, at the very minimum, consider doing.
The City Council voted unanimously on first reading to approve a resolution naming the new US 87 reliever route around Big Spring as the William Bill Crooker reliever route and the exit road to the McMahon Wrinkle Air Park as the Martha May exit as a tribute to Martha May Patterson. Mr. Crooker, who was a Howard County Commissioner for 40 years, worked tirelessly in promoting the Ports to Plains concept as a member of the Ports to Plains board member for many years. Since the reliever route is a TxDOT project, the final decision for naming the roadways will come from Austin. First reading of an ordinance approving a rezoning of 16.15 acres of land north of Scenic Mountain Medical Center along Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard was also approved by a 7-0 vote of the council. A developer from Georgia is planning to build quadruplex condominiums at this location. Roxanne Johnston, a Big Spring planner, presented for first reading a proposed ordinance to implement an urban design review for multifamily construction and single buildings greater than 10,000 square feet in size. Ms. Johnston explained that this ordinance would give the city the ability to make sure that new construction is aesthetically pleasing and complements the existing buildings in the new area of construction. The City Council also agreed to move their regularly scheduled meeting of November 11th, which falls on Veterans Day, to November 18th. Recently, the Big Spring Police Department has received complaints from citizens regarding a phone scam. The complaints are regarding phone calls they are receiving from subjects who claim to be law enforcement officers. They tell the citizens that they have missed a court date and owe fines and attempt to collect those fines over the phone. Neither the police department nor the Howard County Sheriff's Office are contacting citizens about fines. If you receive any of these calls, listen carefully to the name and agency given. Do not give any personal information to the callers. Report the call to the local police or sheriff's office immediately. KBST News spoke with Elections Administrator Sandra Bloom yesterday and asked her what some of the hours for early voting are.
We'll be open 8 to 5 Wednesday and Friday, but Thursday we will have extended hours. We'll be open 7 to 7. We need everybody to come in. Then on Election Day, we will have 5 voting locations, and we'll get that on the air and in the newspaper and everything a little closer to time. Certainly use more to come out and vote early.
Sandra also explained what exactly we can find on the ballot this year.
There are some important contests on there. There's also a proposition that a lot of people may not be aware of that, they need to look at. Well, of course, governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general, our state representative, our state senator. We do have the one local race, which will be for JP, Precinct 1, Place 2. That's the only local countywide race that we have. But like I say, the proposition is, I think everybody should, make sure that they read it and think about it, and it's a very important issue to our area. So I want to encourage people to come out and vote.
Early voting continues until this Friday, October 31st, at the Election Administration Office of the first floor at the Howard County Courthouse. And Texas voters should know that the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that voters will need to show ID at the polls this year. Today is Higher Education Day. The Big Spring ISD has designated Wednesdays every week to be Higher Education Day in an effort to make our students aware of the many options available to them after graduation from high school. Everyone is encouraged to wear a shirt that supports an institution of higher learning. So put on your favorite college, junior college, military, or vocational school shirt today. Get ready for the Mighty Woman of Fitness Camp. It's a women's-only fitness camp and designed for sisters, daughters, grandmothers, and aunts. Mighty Woman's Fitness class is meant to wake up your fitness craving and push you outside your limits to help you reach new goals. Camp is Monday and Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the YMCA. This is a 5-week class starting. Now it started Monday, but you can still get in. Prices are $10 a week or $40 for 5 weeks. Any questions, please contact Dathan Jones at 432-254-9949. The Relay for Life community kickoff will take place on Saturday, November 1st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. inside the Springtown Plaza. They will be doing their cook-off kickoff. Teams will be selling prepared foods or crafts to start fundraising for the 2015 Relay for Life of Howard and Glasscock counties. Food sales will be by donation only. If you or your team would like to participate, please contact Beverly Grant at 432-935-4290. Howard County's Adopt a Military Hero Donation Day, November 1st, 2014, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at HEB and Walmart from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Deadlines for donation is November 10th. A list of needed items can be found at hcadoptamilitaryhero.weebly.com. First, the Monster Mash Dash and Dance will kick off with an event unlike any other on October 31st. Runners will compete on a 0.4-mile course that starts and ends in the Monster Mash pit on the east lawn of the historic Settles Hotel at 200 East 3rd Street. Participants must dance for 20 seconds before running their next lap. Winners will be determined in 3 categories: the most laps, best costumes, and best dance moves. And later that night, the Big Spring Film Society will be showing Hocus Pocus at 10 p.m. on the east lawn of the historic Settles Hotel. There's still time for families to apply for the Salvation Army's annual Angel Tree program. Salvation Army will accept applications for the annual Christmas gift program until tomorrow, October 30th. The Angel Tree program provides Christmas gifts for qualifying children and seniors every year. Applicants are screened through interviews at the local Salvation Army office located at 811 West 5th Street. The second annual Veterans Day 5K event is to honor those who are serving and those who have served in the U.S. military. The race will start and end at the Big Spring Vietnam Memorial on Veterans Day, which is November 11th. The walk begins at 5 p.m. and the run and jog portion starts at 5:30 p.m. The registration fee is $25 and all proceeds benefit the Lone Survivor Foundation. The entry fee includes the race day shirt and a barbecue brisket plate with drink at the end of the run. Additional plates will be available for $7. You can register at the Geo Group, 1701 Apron Drive. United Way of Big Spring and Howard County invites you to dine out for Dine Out Days, a way for you to enjoy some great food while helping to support its 17 member agencies. This week, dine out at Dickey's Barbecue, and a portion of their sales will go to benefit the United Way of Big Spring and Howard County. Dickey's Barbecue is located at 2602 South Craig Street. And in obituaries, Simon T. Correa Jr., 60, died Saturday. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. today at Holy Trinity Catholic Church. Burial will follow at Mount Olive Memorial Park. Arrangements are by Myers & Smith Funeral Home. Don Statham, 71, died Sunday. The family will receive friends from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. today at Myers & Smith Funeral Home. Funeral services will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Myers & Smith Chapel, with burial at Mount Olive Memorial Park. Larry Rose, 58, died Sunday. Services are pending at Myers & Smith Funeral Home. Leslie B. Clemens, 82, died Sunday, October 19th, 2014. A memorial service will be held at 11 a.m. Saturday at Myers & Smith Chapel. Joe Martinez, 57, died yesterday. Vigil services will be at 7 p.m. Thursday at Myers & Smith Chapel. Funeral services will be at 11 a.m. Friday at Holy Trinity Catholic Church, with burial at Mount Olive Memorial Park. KBST News time is 8:11 a.m. We'll be back with a look at your sports and weather right after this.
Precious cornerstone, sure.
After Jesus resurrected from the grave, he told his apostles, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you." Matthew 28:18-20. The apostles spoke and then wrote down the story and teachings of Jesus for the world to follow. As New Testament Christians, we continue to tell Jesus' story, baptize believers, and teach Jesus' commandments. We are the Church of Christ that meets at the corner of 14th Street and Main Street in Big Spring. I'm Rick Cunningham, the preacher there. I'm inviting you to take the necessary steps to become a Christian and live a Christian life. We meet at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Sundays and at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. Come and hear God's Word taught.
We believe you're all to us.
The Big Spring Lady Steers volleyball team was in action last night in Sweetwater. 5 sets played between the teams. Unfortunately, the Lady Steers came up with the loss. They won the first 2 sets, 25-23 and 25-15, but then Sweetwater rallied back, winning 25-17, 25-22, and 15-10. Your setter, Emily Smith, had 42 assists on the night. She also had 8 digs, 5 kills, and an ace and a block. On offense, Aaron Pollard had 19 kills. She also had 3 assists, 3 aces, 7 digs, and a block, while Lexi Yarber had 10 kills, 3 assists, an ace, 4 digs, and a block. On the defensive side of things, Juliana Rodriguez had 25 digs. She also had a kill, an assist, and 3 aces of her own, while your KBST Sonic Player of the Match, Katie Wash, had 16 digs on the night and came up with a huge 6 kills on offense and 3 assists. Lady Steers finished out the district season with a record of 8-2 and will be in the playoffs next week. Lady Steers Junior Varsity's team lost in 2 sets, losing 16-25, 8-25. Alexis Sosa, Kiana Ramsey, and Chloe Gang all stood out on offense, while Sierra Martinez was your outstanding defensive player. The freshman team lost the first set 19-25, but turned things around, getting a 27-25 and 25-12 victory. On offense, Marilyn Serta stood out, while on defense, Anissa Ramsey stood out. Your outstanding server was Abby Bryan, while Medina Bancroft stood out for her setting. The Oklahoma Bulldogette volleyball team lost to Crane last night in 4 sets, with set scores of 19-25, 25-23, 16-25, and 21-25. The Bulldogettes will travel to Greenwood on Saturday for another match against Crane at 2 p.m. to determine second place in District 5-3A. Big Spring Junior High teams were in action last night against Abilene Wiley. The 8th grade A team lost in a close one, 34-30, and the B team got the win, 22-18. Both 7th grade teams got wins as well, with the A team winning 36-6 and the B team shutting out the Bulldogs 6-0. In the NBA, Houston and San Antonio got wins in their regular season openers, with